Da-da-da-dun. 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 Welcome to the Livestream Lounge. Hanging out with me today is Mr. Jon Rick, aka Brej, aka Skittles.
Is this thing on?
AKA what other pseudonyms do you have besides Brej and Skittles?
Brej, Skittles, JR, John, Brej B.
Brej B, that's right.
Yeah, that's what you. That's what,
Yeah, that's right.
Most recently would be the Brej B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And today you're Santa's little helper. Oh
I
my
am.
gosh, you're going to help me put together swag boxes. So I apologize. We're running a little bit late. We were ready on time, but we had some technical difficulties, some Mac issues / camera / updates / had to reboot / wow, we had to reboot and wait like a long time. But anyway, it is what it is. So, and I forgot. It is the holiday edition of the Livestream Lounge. And our special guest is Mr. Jon Rick!
Thank you.
Dude, can you, at some point tonight, can you throw us an epic rap battle
Yeah.
in the microphone? And
Yeah. I'll have some drums or something like that. But
okay,
yeah,
I can do the drums.
Yeah.
You want to do it now?
We'll get into it. I gotta get
All right.
it. Yeah.
Well, in
50
order to get
words.
into it, we're going to say hi to James as soon as we come back. But just to get into it real quick, here we go. All right. So it is the holiday edition. I am in the holiday spirit. Are you in the holiday spirit?
I am in the holiday spirit.
James, are you in the holiday spirit?
No, my candy cane just got 6 inches shorter because I hated the idea.
James, say hello. I think you need to show off your outfit first.
Not much of an outfit.
I like it though.
It is. This is definitely.
Colors completely.
Yeah,
Ironic.
you've got the red and the black and the Super Nintendo world.
I love it.
From the shirt we got when we were in California.
I'm so
Yeah.
jealous that you guys got to go there. By the way.
Yeah.
But
Oh
in a
my
good way.
gosh. And the hat. It's working.
It kind of reminds me. Remember the
Yeah.
J.C. Penney's magazines?
The little flames.
Ooh,
on
the
side.
little. All right.
You could
I
pull
like
out the
it.
J.C. Penney's magazine, the catalogs. Remember those?
Yeah.
I don't know if you. Well, James, you're about our age. Do you remember those?
I do.
J.C. Penney's.
Yeah, you could just be in there.
Wait,
Oh yeah, doing the.
wait, how old do I look?
Well, you look young, but I figure that we're probably close.
So
Radio mode.
Okay.
Audio input mode.
Seriously, I'm messing up all the technology.
how do you turn it off? I guess I'm. Oh, you got to probably just hold it.
Or that detonates it.
There we go. So, okay, so your attire now. I think this definitely needs to be chatted about. I love. Let's go from top to bottom.
Okay.
So from top, I like the little hat, in because you are Santa's little helper today.
I don't get the big hat.
Yeah.
You should have the Santa-esque hat, and I should have the little hat.
Well, our hats are the same size, but it's just other parts of it, or
Like how you wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is
Yours
bigger and blacker.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. So consider. It is true.
Yeah.
Where's the line?
And then, okay, so and then, dude, your colored lights that you're wearing, I'm jealous
Yeah.
that I don't have those. That's
It's
really
okay.
cool.
I should have brought. There was another one. I just couldn't find it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't
And that
give those to him.
And that one does something, but we should probably say, don't we have to say that, like, for people that have epilepsy, like we have to do a trigger warning thing?
Yeah, because it does different modes. I think this was the same.
Well, let's check them out real quick, and then we'll just leave them like that, I think. But
PSA warning of Porygon effect.
That's the off effect.
okay.
These are slow.
Ooh, that's where it like slowly
I
dips
like how,
in and out.
I like
That
how
is
this
cool.
one's just a little delayed.
I didn't know that it. Okay.
This one, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's probably a little crazy.
This one's a little bit more,
Yeah.
80 BPMs, you know?
Okay.
And then this one's just kind of like, gonna give you a
Little tease.
there, a little there.
Yeah.
And then just, beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Beep, beep. And then, Brej mode.
I dig it. So, okay, and then down below, if you don't mind, you're rocking the pajamas. which I'm excited about because I also am rocking the holiday pajamas. Thank you, Mom. And then
I gotta ask, do you have like a family Christmas photo where you're all wearing those same exact flannel pants?
Funny story. So we bought matching pairs because we went on a vacation and Santa was going to be at that vacation. But there's just so much that was going on. We just didn't get a chance to do it. But we all did. We get what was it? What store did we go to? One of your normal stores. But they had all the stuff, so we got these to match. But
that would have been the 5th family photo I've seen
with these
with
pajamas.
those exact pajamas.
That's the only reason why we didn't get them, because I knew I didn't want to be just like all the others, like what you said.
So real quick, and we're going to get to comments in a second, but I've got a couple just for today. I grabbed a couple holiday backgrounds, and I'm curious what you guys think is the best flavor for the episode. So I've got this, which has got some candy canes.
Oh, I like it.
For the background. Festive, right?
Mm-hmm.
This, which is a little more, I don't know what you'd call it, like gingerbread cookies or something.
Kind of like, hey, I'm working on my gifts.
Got some tinsel in there.
Yeah. A little bit. It's a little Frankenmuth, maybe.
Yep.
This one just I don't know.
It's Christmas in space. That's what I'm getting.
Okay. And then this one is a lot of lights. It's a little more electric. Electrolude.
Electrolude.
And then this one's just a little more like you're like you lost one of your ornaments and you're like peeking through trying to see if it's in the inner workings of the Christmas tree.
Also, if you were a robin in somebody's Christmas tree, it's kind of like from their perspective.
Yeah. Okay. And it's like looking out and this is what they
like,
see.
Hey, are they opening the gifts yet? Oh, it's 12 days away.
What are you feeling the most?
Man, I like this one. And what was the first one again?
Candy cane. Delight.
I like the light one.
The lights?
Yeah, that one or the last one. Either one's good for me.
What do you think, James? Between these two,
that one,
the electric one.
Yeah,
that's festive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because in lieu of an ugly Christmas sweater this year, I have a shirt that actually has that pattern all over it.
I like it.
Nice. Well, so glad you guys are hanging out with us because we got a little bit of a late start, but it's all good. Dave Todd in the hizzle. Dudes, Merry Christmas. What is up, Dave? Thank you for hanging out with us.
Hi, Dave.
Cinnamon Nelson says, sweet. Thank you so much. It looks like you've got a delicious beverage there, a holiday beverage. Mama Rick says, haha, love the Santa hats. Of course. Yeah, you probably do know her.
Yeah.
I know her too. She's a regular on the show.
I know. I like seeing her comments.
Me too. Dave Todd says, let's get ready to bundle Swagbox 3. That is awesome. Have you been waiting all night to say that? That's pretty clever, Dave. I like it. Mm-hmm. Nori Rick.
Yes.
Old Navy, John.
It was
Old Navy. Oh, is that where you got the...
Yeah, that's where we got our pants from. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Love it. Dave Todd says backgrounds A or D. I forget which we went with. D might have been. I think D might have been the lights, actually. Are you wearing to dinner?
Surprise, Mom.
Oh,
surprise you. Am I wearing pants on? That's the question.
Monster. Hi, Dad. This is Cammie.
Hey, Cammie. How you doing? That's my daughter.
Aw.
I'm part of her the Monster gang.
Love it.
Monster gang.
What's the Monster gang? I should know.
Yeah, like when you see her videos and follow her, it's the Monster gang.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother's part of it too.
Nice.
It's not like a real gang. It's just like gang in the sense of a group of people that have a.
I thought you were going to say
interest.
It's not real monsters.
Oh well, no, it is real.
Real monsters,
but not gang. Like we're not repping sets. It's just like, hey, we're a group of people that have a shared interest in the content here. We're a gang.
A group of monsters.
Hey, gang.
Yeah.
Not gang.
Just picturing an actual gang where your daughter's the kingpin and she's sending you out on air.
I just picture her with like a toothpick and she's telling people what to do,
She says, good. Mama Rick says, oh boy.
Yep. Oh, the pants thing.
Awesome. So, man, oh my gosh, so much to chat about. So I'm really happy. I didn't really have a whole lot of a show planned. There is a lot to talk about, but I'm excited that you agreed to just help me put together. I've got so many swag boxes to put together. I have so much grading to do for the semester, but I'm I am super grateful that to get these swag boxes out. So I have to tell you guys this story. Oh my gosh. So I set everything up. I had everything planned. I know the first swag box was just a little late getting out, but I was super confident. Second swag box is going to be on time, now a little bit later. And I was like, gosh, this really works out well for the third swag box because it's when the Fidgies come out and it's going to be right before Christmas. So it's kind of like, it's kind of the toy theme because there's also some Lego minifigs and stuff. So I was really excited that it was going to be coming out. I did everything to have it planned ahead of time. And then the hats, I actually had the hats all designed and ready to go and figured out. There was a nightmare at first because I was going to go with the local company that I really like, that's female owned and run and everything. When they quoted me for the hats, and this is me like ordering hundreds, and per hat it was $74.95 per hat to make them. And I was like, I mean, gosh, I want to support local. I can't do that. So I went to China, and it was
like how you staring at me. So I went to China.
It was considerably cheaper. So I feel bad that I went to China, but just because I like to print local, and support local business. But anyway, but still, so the hats were set even before we went to Los Angeles. Everything was set, ready to go. And then when they shipped the hats, after I did the surveys and everything, when they shipped the hats, they were supposed to be here in like less than a week. A week went by and I contacted them. They said, oh, in 2 days it'll be there. Okay, in 2 days it was not there. And then they said, oh, it'll be, they'll be there on Monday. It's like, well, yeah, but it's still not showing up in UPS. They said, that's because it's the weekend. It never shows up on UPS. I'm like, I don't know. I get stuff from UPS all the time, and they're tracking all these updates. Anyway, this kept going on. Thursday morning, I almost had a meltdown. This is just Thursday morning, and I was about to send everyone a thing saying, I am so sorry. There will be no Christmas this year for Aladdin 34th, because I'm like, these things are never going to show up. Thursday morning, I checked the tracking for UPS, and it said this item is officially lost.
Oh, no.
It said contact the and items, because there's multiple boxes, contact the sender and let them know they can start filing a claim, because they were last seen in Canada somewhere, apparently.
Geez.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm about to send out an email to the whole Kickstarter and everything. I'm like leveled, because I've been telling everyone Christmas and the swag box, and trust me, this is going to be on time and everything else. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm about to send this out, and then upstairs I hear Kip. And I'm like, there's no way. I mean, maybe it's some other Christmas package being delivered or something. What if it was the hats? So I go up, and right as I go up, it's some person, and it's not a UPS truck. I can't see what the vehicle is.
It's Santa Claus.
I might have been like an Indian tuk-tuk or something, but this guy comes up and he's got this curly mustache. I can hear, it sounds like he's got an AM transistor radio, some kind of ethnic music cranked on this little transistor radio. And he's coming up, like dropping them off. I'm like, did this person like come on a boat from Asia and like rent some vehicle, and has he been the person going through British Columbia, Canada,
sidestepping the tracking system a little bit?
And I'm wondering if they do that to make me think it's going to be UPS, and they're just like, oh no, because there are actually UPS stickers on it, and they actually didn't use UPS. But anyway, long story short, the hats got to me, everything is good, but oh my gosh, I was really stressing about it.
That could be its own movie.
Yeah,
I'd watch that. Hats.
It has been
Hats
cray.
2 and Hats 3 because of Aladdin, the first one, second one, and third.
Yeah, it has been nutty. So hats, let's talk about the hats, because there's all kinds of stuff that I'm excited to show you guys. But now that we have the hats here, so first up is the tried and true. This is the classic snapback hat.
That was from China?
Yeah.
Isn't
that nice? Oh, it's serious really embroidery. Nice. Look at this. In here, the place that where it cost, and this one's folded, so it's a little bit. But in the place that was local, they couldn't do the kanji this low. They had to put it up here because it interferes with this. Well, in China, they actually sew these on the pieces separately. Then they construct the hats. So that's how they can get it. And same for this. They said they have to make it smaller. And
I
they
love the
put it
low
up
John.
there.
Oh, America
Yeah.
and your limitations.
Well, the funny thing is they get the hats shipped from China and then they just do the embroidery here.
I think you should have just gotten right here to get her done.
I was actually going to have something like Shiva to Believer or
Oh, yeah.
something on the back. But I was like, that's too much bling. 3 is like,
I think you
that's
got
kinda
it.
pushing
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is the flat brim snapback, and you can see it's got the snapback. Then for those of you, the dad hats are coming back with a vengeance. So this is the dad hat, which is essentially the same kind of design. Again, it's got the embroidery kanji on the side, basically, and also this says Lochan Shaimal, by the way. So this is kind of a darker hat, a Lochan hat, right? It's got the nice embroidery. Also, companies here in the U.S., they can't do the embroidery this big because the hat's already together, and so it had to be a lot smaller and everything.
And
so
it
it's
just
kind
looks
of a
so
nice.
bad.
Yeah, it's just dinky and tiny and so anyway, here's the fitted dad hat. Also, the dad hat has the cool buckle, and the extra little bit goes into this little thing here, so you don't have a little wingy,
Yeah, I
kinda
hate
going
the
on like
wing
that.
thing.
You're right, Matt. That might be too much bling because even with hats, it's like the rule of 3. It applies to that, and it applies to accessories. 1, 2. Oh, I don't have the bracelet, but yeah, rule of
Nice.
3.
Oh my gosh,
Ah.
I'm kind of 1, 2, 3.
1,
4.
2, 3.
Nice.
Wow.
So, so I was thinking what I might do is have that there, and then maybe just have something on the back, and then not do this on the side. So,
Fidgy pin on the back.
oh, there you go.
You get to choose. Choose your
So
own adventure.
then, this is the slouchy beanie, and this is kind of an interesting design. It's almost backwards of what it is on the hats. So my idea was you would have Aladdin 3477 on the temple on this side. You have Lochan on the temple on this side, and then the kanji kind of goes across the forehead.
I like it.
Is there? I've never seen slouch. Is there no elastic to this, or?
It's kind of
I don't
elastic,
know if
but
I've
it's
never seen a slouchy beanie.
well. And what's cool about about this is there are some beanies that stretch a little bit more, but with the ones that stretch more, you want to be careful with embroidery because what happens is everything stretches except where the embroidery is, and then you've got a hat that's like it tightens up everywhere you've gotten. It just looks kind of like I don't know. It looks kind
These
of
are like the style that you usually have rocked.
a lot of times, yeah.
I'll have to try that.
And it's got a different fabric on the inside.
Ooh, breathable.
Yeah, I've got your swag box here, James. And I got one for you, John. You guys have little care packages to take home. Woohoo! So anyway, slouchy beanies, rocking it out.
That was my nickname in college.
Slouchy beanie?
Yeah.
All right. So, a couple things I want to talk about, a couple things I want to share. One of my students, Madeline, she made for me as a gift, and she made one for Eric. She didn't make one for you guys,
It's
sorry.
okay.
But she made one for Eric. Look at this cute little hat
Oh, that's so
that she
cool.
made for, and she didn't know that it was Fiji size. She made this as an ornament, and she just made it Fiji color, so I would have something Fiji-ish to hang on the Christmas tree.
Bro, it
But
fits
look
him.
at that. It totally fits him. Isn't that great? He's so pimp with this thing on.
I love it.
He's like, he is ready for the winter wonderland,
Mhm.
right?
He's gonna go to see Santa in his sleigh, I think. He's ready.
Yeah. Has he been naughty or nice?
Fidgy, I think, is inherently good. I think he was built that way.
Inherently?
Yeah, it's the good chip.
He gets up to some pretty, he gets up to shenanigans.
He's heavily influenced by Aladdin.
So when you look at all
Chaotic
of
good.
Yeah.
when you look at all of the Fidgis here, you'll notice there's actually two of the standard Fidji, but these are all the Fidgis you've seen. There is one space missing here, and that is for the mystery Fidji. Some of you are getting the mystery Fidget. You'll either get the mystery Fidget randomly as one of the 6 that are in the blind box, or for those of you that are getting complete sets, you'll be getting one of the mystery Fidgets. What is the mystery Fidget?
Well, I await the gold bedazzled, diamond plated fishing.
And the thing is, I hope people, and I'm probably playing it up way more than it, because I think then when people see it, they're going to be like, what happened to this one? Oh, wait, this is the mystery one? That's it? You know what I mean?
Find out.
But there is, so at first it might be underwhelming. There actually is something about it other than just like visually. Obviously it has different colors. There is something that is slightly different.
Ooh.
I don't want to say what it is. It's nothing too crazy. I want to see how long it takes for people to figure it out. What makes this one slightly special?
I'm interested.
What makes this one different?
It'll be fun.
And then people will probably be like, oh, that is cool. Okay. Yeah, that is cool. But that's Adorbs Fidgy Cuteness 2.0. I know the little hat. I was so thrilled when I saw that I could fit it on there. So much fun. Okay, so I have new things to share with you guys. This is stuff that's coming out in swag boxes, and not everyone is getting all this stuff. Some of this stuff just depends on if you are in Aladdin's inner circle. Would you say Brej is in Aladdin's inner circle?
You have to see the movie to find out. You never know. I mean,
Brej probably created the inner circle,
and only
and
nobody else really knows about it. He just tells himself that. I think that's very Brej.
He charges admission to it.
It's what he tells strangers. I'm in the inner circle, and if anybody were to go tell Aladdin about it, he'd be like, "What's Brej talking about? What's he calling this inner circle thing?" Yeah.
Or they do know, and they just think, you know what? Let's just let him have this.
Yeah.
Brej is like the guy who shows up with his macaroni frame that we're gonna have to hang on the fridge because we can't tell him no.
Yeah, there's the real meetings that everyone's having, and Brej is just like comes to breakfast the next day, and they tell him that's the meeting. Oh yeah, Brej, this is the meeting. It wasn't last night for 4 hours. You're a 33 Mason, Brej.
It's like, are you guys sure this is a meeting? It's at a play place.
There's a secret handshake. We handshake like this. You're in the group, Brej. Here's a pin.
Oh my god.
Don't tell anybody.
So
it's a secret.
I can't wait for you guys to see these films because your character is so funny and the relationship that you have with Aladdin is so funny because you guys are kind of BFFs at the same time. Like you totally get on his nerves.
Yeah.
And like there are definitely times where Aladdin needs his space, but like
he doesn't get it.
It's such a fun relationship and you guys really played it off well.
Yeah.
Where it is so fun to watch.
Yeah, there's some just scenarios I can think of where we did multiple takes and it'd be the same lines that we're doing, but I mean, each one had just completely different vibes.
Yeah.
So you're probably sitting there being like, that's good. Just has the way this wouldn't fit with this. So I don't know. It was a lot of fun bouncing off with Eric. Like
there's some neat things too. And I don't want to give too much away, but for the most part, one of the things that's different about these Aladdin movies is they're not a musical. Yet there is a little bit of dancing, primarily in the second movie, and there is, and not in the way that you would think it's a musical, there is a little bit of kind of singing, rapping, and then there's some things surrounding the films that has to do with music that you're involved with. And I can't wait for people to see that and to hear that. There's going to be some music videos and some things that ties into the movie, though, that is kind of in a really neat multimedia way that I think fans are really going to be into it. And people that get into these movies, there's going to be just this extra creamy goodness that they're going to enjoy that I think is just off the hook.
For the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't wait for people to experience some of that. So I want to talk about some of the things that are in the swag boxes. One of them, and this is for, I believe, people in maybe the Sky Sail Sky Club in Hire, I believe. Although some of these, everyone's getting. This is the new Red Star.
Love it.
Patch. one of the things I'm doing, and maybe this is spoiler, but people will forget by the time it comes out, so it'll be new. They'll totally forget about this. At some point, I'm definitely doing a Brej hat. I'm also going to do a Brej enamel pin, and I want to do actual chain. It'll be your head with the fuzzy hat. It'll be an enamel pin, but then there'll be actual chains.
Oh, I love it.
Going to the balls, the fuzzy balls, and then so not only will there be pins behind your head, there'll be a pin for each ball.
Oh, that's cool.
So you'll be able to kind of arrange on the little pin where the
That's really
they're
cool.
all like
Those are the
swimming
cool
around or
pins,
whatever.
man.
Yeah. It'll be a deluxe pin, and it'll be a little pricey. But anyway, I also want to do a Brej patch, and one of the things that really inspired me, like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, is a lot of times these companies. Have you ever seen when people have varsity jackets and they'll have a letter that's a patch, but it's fuzzy, it's like thicker, and it's almost like carpet. It's not the whatever.
It's like you can see the actual threading on it and everything.
Yes. So I want to do that, but then it'll be your head and the same thing, but then the hat, everything that's supposed to be fuzzy will be actually thicker, carpet red, like the letter thing, you know. I've seen other hats with things like that where it'll be a dog or something fuzzy. And
That's cool.
It is really cool. It's another kind of deluxe cool thing, but I think it'll be something that people that are Brej fans will really respond to.
That's fun.
They'll want to pet it, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, so that is the Red Star. For those of you that don't want to be spoiled what's coming in your swag boxes, you might want to tune out, but we don't want you to do that. We want you to watch and check everything out. There are another 4 cards, another 4 trading cards. There were 4 in the first swag box, 4 in the second.
Are they randomized?
And there are 4.
Get them
They're
all.
No, everyone gets the same 4 in each box. Also, this is not one of the items. This is just something that everyone gets in their swag box. This is not one of the like prize items, but this is just a cool promo card that we had during the time that we were filming the movie. It's got Princess Kamala on the front. It's got some images from the film, obviously, in the background. I was just thinking, gosh, because Brej hangs out in Aladdin's apartment, is this your point of view?
It is actually.
Just staring at
this
at Aladdin.
Those are my literal
looking
eyes. Because in Aladdin 3477, the Howl Net can connect through lenses, and that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh. So anyway, so everyone's going to get this. It's not one of the actual things. This I am so excited about because this is the Lotron Shyamalan. It's a keychain, and it's this rubber keychain. So it just got all the cool like elements of his helmet, right? No big deal, right? You push that light right there.
Just press it.
Yeah, just press it. So just for a hot second, I'm gonna hold it up to the light. Can you give me a 20-second rap?
Ooh.
About Christmas.
About Christmas.
Something Christmassy.
I can do a silly rap about Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Give me a beat. I like that. Okay. Okay. Saint Nick was sick. He couldn't make it on time. That's why I have to go and bust this rhyme. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. He couldn't steer. Saint Nick wasn't there or here. In the clear, I looked at myself in the mirror and I turned off the light like weird. I'm rocking a beard.
That's amazing. And now can you tell?
You can tell. All right. It glows.
Dude, it glows in the dark. It looks so cool. In fact, you know what? Here, let's
It
do
glows
this.
in the dark and my dog barked.
Turn that light on just
Okay.
for a second, and then move this up just slowly to the thing real quick. We're gonna show you the real.
Like that.
No. I mean, lift this up
lift
and
it.
just slowly let it hit the rubber stopper, and then follow me into here. Come on in here, guys.
BTS.
Because look at this, right? Isn't that wild?
Love it.
It glows. If you let it like just even for like, I don't know, maybe another 30 seconds, it is like blazing. This thing glows so well.
Aladdin wristbands.
Yeah,
love
this glows as good,
I love glow in the dark stuff.
if not better. Okay, so there's that. Next up, there are 3 new minifigs, and the higher groups, I think you have to be in Sky Sale, Sky Club, or higher, and you get. Do I want to debut this yet?
It's your call.
I'm going to wait so there's something for people to see. But I am going to show you. Oh, you guys already saw this, but maybe you haven't seen it in the maybe they have seen it in the packaging. You guys are going to be getting the Kong Chayam Trooper, beautiful blue and yellow. Also, Fiji is the same. It's the same colors as it's Kong Chayam Fiji. Baby blue and canary yellow and the blazing red. And then finally, and I think we already debuted this as well, if I'm not mistaken, but finally the Fiji minifigure that goes with all your Lego goodness. Finally, Aladdin and Fiji. Now, I really want to do a Brej minifig, and I have to figure out how to do it. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet to pay for it. Have I told you about
I'm worth
this
the
yet?
wait.
Have I told you why there isn't a Brej figure yet?
No, but it would make, in my opinion, it would make sense.
No, there should be a Brej figure already.
You're gonna have to wait for it. That's why. It's the anticipation.
I'll tell you why. Making these minifigures obviously very expensive. But the cool thing about Lego, for the most part, they don't make new pieces often. So even if you look at something, for example, I've shown this a couple times on the show. This is a droideka from Star Wars. You might recognize it, from all that. So like these are all existing pieces. There's nothing new here. So even if you look at so like these are actually just binoculars, these double guns right here. But this little part that goes like that, if you look closely, those are cowboy pistols. From like, they must have done a cowboy set at one point, and that was the perfect piece to use for that. So when making these figures, if I'm making Aladdin here or the princess, they already had a satchel exists. Yeah. This haircut already exists. This gun already existed. These pieces make, the light thing. So here's my dilemma. First of all, for Fiji, that was the biggest, oh no, because I wanted to do a custom Fiji head. The cost to make just the mold. Oh yeah. Not even producing the pieces, not even the rest of the figure. The mold itself for just a little tiny piece, $3,000. So that's why Fiji, I was like, I guess I'm doing, if you look here, Fiji, and I still think Fiji looks awesome, but if you look at Fiji's head, obviously this is just made out of custom, pieces here that kind of put together the shape of his head. Maybe at some point when things are, there'll be an updated version with a Fiji head that's like, kind of the exact thing.
So Fiji, he's still in the mix, so it's okay.
He's in the mix.
And he looks good.
Brej, there is really good Brej hair for when he's not wearing the hat. But dude, everyone's going to want a minifig with the hat. And there isn't anything yet
that resembles that.
There's 2 things that are close. One,
probably a bear, kind of bear ears or something.
Well, there's Mickey Mouse, but then the shape of that has the stud, right? So we can't really repaint that head. It's literally Mickey Mouse, but then Brej's face is painted on it. And then the other is, there's actually 3. Another is there's a Five Nights at Freddy's character that has the bear ears, and then there's a I think it's called a key. But it's like one of those designer figures, but there's a Lego version of it it's like a bear, and it has the ears. But same thing, it's got a snout that comes forward, so it's not really.
I kind of have I think you can make it work. Oh, hey guys! Oh, it's me, Brej.
I think what it means is at some point we're just gonna have to make an awesome custom little furry hat that's perfect. That just goes right on.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
then it'll also come with your regular hair, so you can take it off, you can put it on. It'll be great. So that's definitely
Have a drink.
here. Just pour some in there.
His pillow.
It definitely needs to happen.
There you go.
And but all in good time. We have some comments here. That tiered fidgy stand rocks. Thank you. I think I got that on Amazon for like $15 or something like that. And then the Lego stand is pretty cool. I think that also I got for $15
Like it. It's cute.
to debut the new figures as they come out. Hey, the Premise Land. What is up? How you doing, Ted? Yo yodels, brodels in a brioche bun. Yeah. Awesome. So there are still more things to share with you guys. And next up is the next enamel pin. Are you guys ready for this? This is the enamel pin that comes in your next swag box. It's a little hard to see here, but it is just this really nice die-cast metal Aladdin logo designed by Deanna Sheehan. She kind of put it together. The logo was actually designed kind of by me and Sean Sheehan, but but she kind of figured out a cool way to have it on a pin so that it actually stays solid together and the letters aren't like falling apart. And
That's cool.
Getting the structure of that. But this is nice because I feel like sometimes you want like a cool fidgy with the glitter eyes to put on the back of a backpack, but sometimes maybe you're going out to like a nice gala, you know, like a nice thing where you've got like a sport coat.
Yeah.
You can't really put like a bright fidgy, like a look at me giant robot. Sometimes just a little logo that's like,
I like it.
and then that makes people go, "Aladdin 3477. What? I've heard of that movie. What do you have to do with that movie?"
It's
and that's where you're like, I'm actually Brej. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Yeah, right.
Actor.
So anyway, you guys are getting one of these in your swag box.
That one's got. Let me feel that. It's got some weight to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hurt my fingers.
So there is one more thing in addition to the minifigs and everything else, the hats, the fidgies, and the last thing I'm actually kind of excited about, which is the new Aladdin 3477 lanyards.
Ooh.
And check this out. I think I released an unboxing video of the lanyards last week. But look at this. Oh. Bling. And here's kind of the cool thing. No matter how you wear it or twist it and turn it, if you look at it here, like lamp, right? I love lamp. Aladdin 3477 logo. Fidgy.
Boom.
Aladdin 3477 logo. Romo. Oh, and by the way, if you look at this kanji, the jinn symbol. Can you see that? Do I need the lights on?
No, you're good.
I'm going to turn the lights on. Kanji, the jinn symbol. Aladdin 3477 logo on the back of the neck. Sky Sail. Aladdin 3477 kanji. Lochan Shyamalan. And then there is the lamp again. So here's the cool thing. No matter how this gets twisted and turned, this was designed in a way. I had to figure this out, and it worked. This is designed in a way, no matter how you wear it, no matter how this might get twisted and turned, you're always going to see a lamp at the bottom, this way or this way. You're always going to see a lamp at the bottom. You're always going to see a little bit of fidgy. You're always going to see a little bit of lochan. You're always going to see the Romo on one side of the neck, the Sky Sail on the other. You're like, yeah, but what if it gets flipped around? Look at that.
Yeah.
You still see it.
In your face. Can't go wrong.
So now, and check this out. This is a quality. This is called a lobster hook for stuff. And you know what? Sometimes you're like, oh, my keys always get twisted around. Look at this. Endless. So nothing ever really fully gets twisted. And you can wear this around your neck.
Every
Or-
convention we go to.
You can do sometimes what I do, and right now we're filming on my phone, so I can't show you, but I have a thing that slides into my phone case that has a little loop. So I usually hook this to it in case I ever want to, and I usually don't have my phone around my neck because that's like, that's probably not cool.
No, they probably love it.
You think so?
I think they would love
Do
it.
it.
Really? They
Do it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Would Kami think it's cool if you walked into the house and you had a lanyard around your neck
On
and
my
your phone was hanging there? Would she be like, Dad?
I think just because
That's how you do it.
just because it would be her dad inherently doing it, it could be cool, but it would just be like, okay, what's my dad doing?
Yeah.
They just tell her I saw it on TikTok. She's like, no, you don't, Dad.
Well, one thing I see a lot of people doing is they'll have their keys on here, and sometimes they'll have their key, or if they have like a work ID or something hanging from it, so you could wear this at work, or if you got your keys in your pocket or something, or you just loop it onto your belt, and then you walk and you got like cool stuff. You got your cool lanyard. It's like hanging everywhere you go, and people just see it, and
It's
they
the
want to
new
know.
chain wallet.
They want to know. Yeah.
You want to be really cool. You roll up to your students. You walk into the classroom with an ALADDIN 3477 phone holster, and man, you're gonna be.
And you know, one of those students
you're
could be
gonna
like,
rolling in it.
Matt, there's no way that you can see the lamp on both sides. No way. I bet you can't see. And then you're like, look, both sides. Lamp. Well, you know, I'm not going to be able to see Fiji. You're like, no, look, both sides. Well, it's not like you have a lobster claw hook thing.
It's called
And
premium.
you just tell them, shut up. I do. Just shut up. Look at it. I have the lobster claw thing.
And they're like, yeah, but it probably gets all tied up and like it doesn't spin around fully all the way.
No.
Endless spin.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's
So
cool.
anyway, I'm so excited that you guys will have these. And for those of you in the future that get VIP into some of the screenings and stuff, how cool will it be for you to show up in style with this as your lanyard?
You show up to those screenings with a lanyard, Matt will buy you a free drink.
These are not yet in the pre-sale store, but they will be soon. Otherwise, those of you that got the swag boxes, you're getting these first. Woo! So that is what is up. That is what is shaken. And I'm trying to think if we have any other business to chat about. I think we do before we start putting swag boxes together and hanging out with you guys on this holiday edition. Before we get into any more work, though, oh my gosh, it's the holiday edition. Are you a big holiday person? Do you enjoy the holidays?
I love it.
Do you like Christmas music?
Love Christmas music. December's my starting for Christmas music though, because I also do like, you know, Halloween is my jam. I'm a big Thanksgiving person. So I know everyone's trying to get to Christmas as fast as possible in the corporate world. So it's like now it's like seems like before we even get to Halloween, they're starting to do it. I don't play that music until December 1st. Then it's jamming. I'm playing it, you know?
I feel like I love Christmas music too, and I'm usually like eager to get.
I want to get to it.
I like to wait until the day after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and then I feel like it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, it's great because Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. And I also love Halloween too. So it's like it's just kind of you just get hit with these. It's like boom, Halloween. Then it's Thanksgiving. My birthday's in there somewhere. You know. Then it's so it's just like and my daughter's birthday is in that right.
Yeah.
So you just kind of boom, boom, boom. You're just hitting them. So great holidays all the way up, and then Christmas is just like the icing.
Do you have
on the
a
cake.
favorite Christmas song?
I like Jingle Bell Rock is a good one. I like those kind of like where they came out kind of in the like Santa Baby, like those kind of jams.
Yeah.
Some Sinatra doing it, or
Yeah.
you know, Michael
Classics.
Bublé wants to redo it again. It's okay. Go ahead.
I will
Michael.
say Bublé has been killing it with his covers, and he's blown up on like the Christmas station, which
Okay.
is good because Bieber tried doing it and he completely got washed out by Bublé. I'm like, I'm fine with that.
I don't think you're opinionated about this.
Yeah, I don't even like Michael Bublé.
So,
No.
So do you have a worst Christmas song that when you hear it,
Yeah.
your blood boils? And you like do not like the.
I don't
you
like
have
the-
to change the channel. You have to walk out of the store when you hear this.
What's the title of the one where it's like, Cold Outside? It's just really,
Baby, it's cold outside.
yeah, it's a weird song.
Really?
For me, it's a weird song.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I don't know, it's like, dude, just like she wants you to get out of her apartment, like go.
Dude, they're totally flirting with each other.
But there's a movie that makes it even weirder. I forget what movie it is. It's like from the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's like the little girl sings it with her grandmother.
Oh,
I can't try to remember what movie it is.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, that is a weird spin on it.
yeah, the
Yeah.
grandma's like playing the
Yeah.
piano, singing it, and they're like doing it back and forth. Like, even me as a kid was like, this is weird.
Like, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
nowadays, everything has like this. Like,
Yeah.
the
But that's
meaning
the only
of-
one,
true.
and it's just a weird. I mean, it's just a weird. For me, I just didn't like it. But I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the song. It just, I'm always kind of like that's kind of a weird one for me. But
So I
what's
have
yours?
I have a weird. Well, I have one, but this year I've realized not anymore, and it's traded for something else.
Oh,
What is it?
I know how much you hate that song.
So forever, as much as I love the Beatles, I love the Beatles.
Mhm.
I have always hated Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. And I don't know what it is. I love keyboards and
Mhm.
like that's what I played in a band and I love new wave
is-
and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like the music of that is like when Paul McCartney got his first keyboard and like, oh, these are fun. Let's just
There's
put it in.
echo.
Let's just and all that. Like
Yeah.
it for so long to the point where when I was in my 20s, I'm not a violent guy. I'm not an angry person. If I was in a store and that song came on, I was like, I'm so sorry. I have to leave. I have to get out of here. I'm going to start punching people. Like I would get so angry here. I don't know
Yeah.
why. And Paul McCartney was my favorite Beatle. So I don't know. Like it drove me crazy. So here's the funny thing. Two things changed my mind. The first thing that slowly started to change my tune is about probably 10 years ago. Some friends that knew I hated that song purposely got me a Christmas card. When you open it up,
Oh, no.
it actually
It plays the
Simply-
music.
and it was so funny that like after that, every time I heard the song, I would just
Think
I
of
would
the
start
card.
laughing. I would start thinking of
That's
the card.
funny.
So that was the first thing that started changing my tune. And then this year, there's been something happened that made a flop to where it's not that I love the song, but I'm totally cool with it. I enjoy it. But now there's another song that I'm like, it kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Which
now.
one is it?
Okay. So then what happened this year was scrolling through Instagram, and there was a meme. It didn't even have music or anything, but it was cut in half. There was two pictures, and one side said the difference between Paul McCartney Christmas songs and John Lennon Christmas songs.
Oh no, there's a John Lennon one.
And the Paul McCartney one is, boys and girls getting toys and they're singing with happiness, cheer for everyone, kind of da 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 da. And then for the John Lennon one, it's like, so this is Christmas. Are you happy all the children are starving in third world companies, you gluttonous American Fs? Enjoy your Christmas.
Does he really have a Christmas song?
He does. And
Yeah,
it's both of those.
It's
are ones-
so this is Christmas. So this is Christmas. And what have you done?
Oh, that one.
When you listen to the words, it's basically like you American slobs that like all you do is think of you just buy random. And I mean,
I think
he's not wrong, but it's like
I think it's a good one to play on Christmas morning. Your kids come downstairs, and buy them the most $1,000 thing that like parents like could never afford. And oh, here you go. Here's the new Oculus, and oh my gosh, this is. Hold on, let me play this really quick. Jimmy, yeah, you're 6. Yeah, you know what? That's a whole house in some places. Good job. Yeah, go enjoy it. Oh yeah, here's some Roblox. Yeah, there you go.
At the same time, I feel like John Lennon, what have you done? Moving to Morocco so you don't have to pay taxes anymore. What have you done?
Protest sitting in a bed with Yoko Ono for 5 weeks.
I don't know.
I like
know.
the Ringo Starr mentality of it. It's like, hey guys, I'm just playing the drums here.
See, right there.
I want to know from you guys, what is the Christmas song that you can't do it? And maybe for some of you, it's all of them, but what's the one that you hear it? And I know Casey, the one that she doesn't like, she loves Santa Baby. She does not like the Madonna Santa Baby. That one rubs her.
But I do like
way.
Santa
I've
Baby.
never heard that.
It's very sensual.
It's overly like she literally sounds like a baby, like she's trying to sound like a baby, which is really creepy and sensual.
I will
It's a
say,
little.
Perry and I went to this Jinx Monsoon drag like Christmas thing.
Yeah.
and they come out and they do Krampus Daddy to the tune of Santa Baby. But I have a greater appreciation for that song.
That's fun.
All I Want for Christmas, Mama Rick, Lauren Bacall, 1991.
I think she likes that one.
What's the one you don't like, Mama Rick? Let's see. And I'm getting stuck here. For Dave Todd, it's the no-go list is I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Yeah, I think Casey is not a fan
get
of
them the
that
hippopotamus
either.
for Christmas and then play the John Lennon song about how
It's just the
gluttonous it
only
is.
version of that hippo song is one where it sounds very infantile.
John
Yes.
Lennon wasn't that great of a person, but he sure was pretty judgmental of the rest of the world and what did they do for Christmas? And I don't know. The thing is about Christmas, though, I feel like I know what he means, and it's he's not wrong, but it's also it's the spirit of giving and everything else, and I just feel like there's a time and a place, and
Lennon was the hipster of the group. So.
yeah.
Did you know that they did drugs?
The John Lennon song For All the Reasons I Said. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, just such a Donovan Downer.
Do you like that? It's Christmas Donkey song.
Which one is that?
Dominic, the Christmas Donkey.
No,
You
but
never
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Ted says, I hate Christmas songs in any other month but December, and that's just tolerance.
You and your daughter, you two need to listen to that song.
It's Donovan the
Christmas
Donkey.
I want to say I've heard
the,
that.
The Christmas Donkey.
I'm gonna
It
listen.
popped on the radio at one point, and I was surprised they played it. I would rather listen to that than simply having a wonderful Christmas.
I'm gonna check it out.
So I also want to know, like, I want to talk all kinds of Brej stuff, but it's the holiday episode. So
fine
I
with
want
that.
to talk. I want to talk the holidays a
Yeah,
little
let's
bit, just
talk it.
because
Gingerbread.
everyone's
Gingerbread.
Brej. Oh my gosh! And then I had a thing because you were helping me earlier. Because you're helping me, you're going to be Santa's little helper. You're going to be Christmas elf, and then you said elf on a shelf, and
Yeah.
I said Brej on a ledge.
You could make Brej on the Ledge dolls for Christmas,
Yeah.
and you can't touch them, and they get into mischief.
What would it be for Shen? Shen in the kitchen.
Shen in the kitchen, Shen in the pen, like the jail. Shen in the pen. Shen
Shen and
in
again.
the Shen and again. We'll have to work on it. Shen.
In the pig pen.
Shen.
Shen in the den.
Shen in the den. I like it. Shen in the den.
All right. Okay. So, does Santa come to your house?
He does. He hasn't come the last few. Like I think since when COVID came through, like he was a little bit on hiatus. But before that, yeah, he'd make an appearance. He'd come through. It's fun.
You leave cookies and stuff.
He'll leave cookies for him. He comes through. I mean, he still comes through, but I mean, like he made like where you walk in and people see him. When my daughter was younger, he'd come through like on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
He made a little stop, but yeah, he still comes by. Have you
seen the TikTok and the Instagram videos where it's like it's a family party, and Santa comes live, walks in, and the kids are just like so happy and stuff. And then behind Santa, the Grinch comes in, the kids freak out, but Santa turns around and beats the Grinch, and but then the kids are like, yay! And Santa comes back in and whatever, and Santa saves the day.
I have a lot of things to look up
epic.
after today. I'm checking that out. That sounds hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny.
Matt, you remember the Guardian holiday special?
Yeah.
It just seemed like this fun little side quest, but it was just heartwarming. I can only imagine. I'm picturing now how Brej saved Christmas, where he just comes down the chimney, like, those cookies for, just eating the cookies.
But it'd be funny because it's so far in the future that maybe like the idea of Christmas is there, but like since it's so in the future, a lot of information is lost. So it's like weird stuff, like people leave an apple out with like grape juice.
Yeah.
But it was like, that's what they did back then. But so much information about Christmas is lost in tradition that like the future, it still has the essence of it, but instead of wreaths, people will put like, I don't know, like a fur coat, like that's in a like it just things just kind of get changed up.
Futurama did it. Year 3000, they celebrate Xmas, but they barricade their houses and turn on the fireplace to keep Santa away.
I remember that. Yeah, he comes to get them. Man, it's been a while since I've seen that show, but yeah.
You know, I was actually daydreaming the other day. I was driving somewhere, and not that I was putting stake in this and writing down like this is what I'm going to do, but I was actually thinking it would be really funny because I was thinking like, what if there's sequels and how do I like, man, it's so expensive, but I started thinking, you know what wouldn't be super expensive? What if after the first 3 movies come out, what if I did an Aladdin 3477 holiday special?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Where like characters from that world, there is no Christmas on the other side of the world in the future. And what if like Brej and Aladdin hear about it and they're like, you get free stuff, you know, something like that. And what if these characters are able to travel to Middle America, which they've never been to that side of the planet anyway, but so they'd be like fish out of water.
Yeah.
And from the year 3477, what would it be? And like there'd be, you know, and I try to do it in a way where it's not just what Guardians in the Galaxy did or the Futurama. But
think about this too, like, you know how there's like uncontacted peoples now, like there's groups and communities that are throughout the world that are not, you know, like they don't have a contact to like outside world, so there's still kind of like their world is like not modernized, you know, like electronics. So there's that, but in 3477, it would be literally like now. Like, so it'd be like how people are now, but it would be considered back in the day.
Yeah.
Because it's in the future. So people would just be like how we are, but to Brej and Aladdin, it's like, oh my gosh, these are the ancient times.
Yeah.
But it's like how we are. They have iPads. How are they? There's still Wi-Fi connections over here. Like it's just like it's like considered like completely archaic.
Dude, there would be so many classic scenes. What if you guys go back to the 90s?
Yeah.
And I imagine Fiji in a department store, and it passes all of the Sony radios that it said. Like,
oh my god,
that's so
funny. Yeah, it's like a horror. The music turns into a straight horror film. Like it's like walking by a bunch of like sliced off heads of humans for Fiji's. Like, it's almost like the scene in Star Wars where they're on, where they get picked up and they see like the dismembered like robot bodies and stuff like that.
A rack of extension cords. It's just entrails to him.
Yeah.
Dave Todd says kitchen. I like that. Kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah, clever. I like it. So Aladdin 3477 holiday special. Who knows? Maybe one day that'll be a
dude. It would just be
that'll be a hoot.
Complete 90s. Will be a group that's like all grunge and like, what is Nirvana?
Yeah.
Oh, that's his band. And they're like, but yeah, isn't that like part of like a religion, like the old religion of Buddhism?
Going to heaven.
Yeah, but this is like the rock group and stuff. What's rock?
Yeah.
They're like stuff like that. It's a
love
bad
to see all the
example.
things lost in translation.
I won't be on the writers' meeting with those ideas.
No, I mean everyone will. Well, it would have to be done in a way where it's relatively cheap to shoot.
Yeah,
and that's one of the cool things. If it takes place in modern day, we won't have to build a Taj Mahal set. We won't have to. If most of it can take place.
Well, also if it's 90s style, part of it could be like really clean shot when we get there, and then the rest of it is shot with a VHS camera. Like, what is this big gun thing? Oh, that's a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put the tape in, and then the rest of the movie is shot through this VHS, and then it'll have that kind of.
What a way to save on budget when it's totally the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it becomes like a Blair Witch thing.
And then that'd be a spoiler. But yeah, I can totally
don't get the ending yet on the movie.
Gosh, and I still have the full-size Sky Sail, so there could be a thing where somehow that ends up being the time machine, but then you guys can't get it to, so the whole time they're trying to fix it to get back to your
to the time period.
It runs on Christmas.
It just has to be like pretty cringy. Like we do have to have
shoot
some
for
very,
the level
like,
of
holiday
the Star
special
Wars
moments.
special.
Yeah,
like a whole scene where people are just talking to robot for like a ungodly long time, where you're just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, that would be that would be a hoot. But we got to get through these movies first, and my gosh, so much fun stuff to get into. Gosh, all right. So Santa has come to your house. Are you asking for anything for Christmas?
I don't really have anything that I particularly. There's not like anything specifically blaring of what I need or anything like that. It's more trying to figure out everybody else's stuff.
What about like a swag box from
I asked Santa.
Aladdin 34? Oh, okay.
I wrote a letter to Santa for that.
Really?
He wrote me back. He goes, "Go talk to Matt. Talk to Matt. I'm not involved in this Kickstarter. I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm in Aladdin's upper. What is it?
Yeah, sure.
Aladdin's Inner Circle.
Yeah, Santa's.
And the Sky Sales Sky Club.
He's one of your people that says they want to come see the movie, but they're just a little too busy. But probably after this season, he'll be ready.
There has to be a death metal Jefferson Starship tribute band. Oh gosh, yeah, man. The mind whirls. Gosh, there could be. Gosh, P5 could be the band playing or something like that. There could be. There's a lot of cool. Of course, it'd be cool to have Cell Dweller and have him make a cameo.
Yeah, that'd be
he does
great.
a lot of the
The
music and stuff. Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Baby.
Yeah, there's so many. All right. Well, this is all like this is so far down the future, but we got to start writing these down, and
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe this will be a
If
thing.
only we had this on video.
Man, see, and it took 3 of us to come to that conclusion.
All right.
If Brej is the brains of this outfit right now,
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
We are in trouble. Look at his hat. Are you gonna take solid advice from a guy like this?
I mean,
Hey, listen. Let me talk to you about business. All right.
got
Listen.
heard about NFTs?
Yeah. Get them NFTs. Bitcoin.
Dude, I
heard
know
of it?
since you work in you like one of the many things you do, and one of the many hats you wear,
Mhm.
you work in the corporate world.
Yeah, I do.
So I want to know the truth, because I hear so many different things, but I haven't really investigated.
Yeah.
But I think I know. So NFTs, like that's you could like you laugh at that, right? When people are serious about like NFTs, like a thing.
I mean, it's just like how I come across it is as soon as I'm hearing about it,
Mm-hmm.
it's way too late. Like if someone's like, "Hey, NFTs," as soon as I'm hearing it, I'm like, that ship sailed.
Yeah.
I'm the guy
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pumping this thing before
Yeah.
it leaves
When,
this.
when did you hear about Bitcoin?
I was
I
going to
mean,
say
I-
the next up.
I heard- so-
Bitcoin. Is that like I drove by a gas station the other day and they're like, "We sell Bitcoin." I'm like, "That's still a thing?
I mean, that
That was
like
ever a thing? Like
it was like before COVID. Like people. That's when it was like whatever.
you had to buy and sell and then get out.
The
right?
problem is, anytime anybody would tell me, I was like, well, I mean, now I'm kind of like at that point where I'm hearing about it. So I'm going to be that guy that invests in it, and then all of a sudden it devalues. So I'm always just like that. And then there's times where I'm like trying to be ahead of it. I'm like, hey, I should do that. And then I don't. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's doing really good. I'm a little late to that. Just always one step behind on that. One step
Yeah.
behind of the Bitcoin.
Yeah. I've had people, there were a number of people that contacted me, like old friends and stuff like that were like, "Dude, I got in on Bitcoin. I got this company and like, you want to invest and stuff?" And I'd be like, I'm so sorry. And it was the truth. I'm wrapped up in, the movie that I'm doing and the VFX. And it's not something I can do right now. And they would be kind of upset, like, "Okay, your loss, because man, it's a guaranteed you doing it. If you need more money for your film, man, you're just passing this by." And just like,
I mean, it was for a while.
okay,
It was like doing it.
okay.
There was a whole time where it was like Dogecoin was like.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is,
Dogecoin,
as soon as people started hearing about it, though, you got to think the people that are making money off this are the ones that heard about this before everybody else heard
that
about
one
it.
was
So,
at least adorbs.
yeah, and that
And that
boom,
one
boom,
didn't actually
boom,
go anywhere.
and it was a short pop, but you get in, get out. People made a lot of money off of that, but yeah, I'm always late to the party on these. I know enough to know that I'm late to the party. I'm not, I'm like, well, if I jump on this, I'm a sucker.
It's rough because you think, okay, I'll just check it once today and you're out, but you end up watching that ticker almost obsessively. I
Mhm.
dumped a bunch into GameStop
Yeah,
and I watched it, I think, for at least 3 hours a day, just in front of it. And finally, someone's like, "James, step away for a week." And
James
check
is
it once."
literally a billionaire, and he just hasn't told anybody.
But here's the problem.
He literally won billions.
That week, I didn't check it. That's when it skyrocketed and everyone saw it. And I came back and I looked when it dropped. It happened literally 2 days before I came back to it. If I had just cashed it
Yeah,
out,
that's what rich people
I'm
say.
saying. Oh yeah, trust me. If I was rich,
He pulled out at the right time, and he doesn't want everybody
hey,
coming
I
after him.
always pull out at the right time. I have no kids.
Ted says, "If you ask me to be part of the Aladdin Christmas special, the answer is yes." Ted, I would love for you to be part of the Aladdin Christmas special. And the cool thing about the Aladdin Christmas special is I felt so bad during the making of Aladdin 3477 because it takes place on the other side of the world in the future. Granted, in the future, everything's going to be a melting pot anyway, but it's more believable if something takes place in China if most of the people walking around look like they're of that ethnicity. So I had some, and it takes place in Asia and Cambodia and the whole thing.
Even Germany makes an appearance, right?
There is, yeah. But for the most part, and here and there, I could have, a couple people that are not of that ethnicity, but it was very, very slim. So I had so many friends that have like blue eyes and red hair that were like, I want to be a character in your movie. And I was like, well, I've got this robot thing with the man. No, I want something where you can see my face. Can't I be something where like you can tell it's me? And it's just like, I'm so sorry, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've been waiting for this moment.
But the cool thing about this Christmas special, if it takes place back in, Clinton Township, Michigan in the 90s, then anything goes. Like, all my friends of all my colors can be characters that they run into.
Who is that guy and what is that machine? Oh, that's a salesman, and that's called a car. That's the way they have wheels. Yeah, it sticks to the ground. Oh man, it's weird. They don't go in the air or anything. No, they just be perplexed by it.
Well, they already know a car because Brej would know because Brej steals one and
I didn't want that. I don't want that.
Oh yeah, we don't want to.
God, you're worth it. Just up Tom Holland, I swear.
Dave Todd says Bitcoin is back up 40K. I don't know what that means, Dave. Can you explain? What does that mean?
Yeah, it had dropped for a while.
If you want to buy one, it's 40K. So gas stations that say they're selling Bitcoins,
well, you only have to buy
0.0 something.
Like at one point, Eric bought like a percentage of a Bitcoin.
So are there people that actually walk around with change going jingle jingle that like, dude, look what I got, and like Salt Bay that they're gonna and they got like a Bitcoin, and then they're.
I think it's like if it's really whatever. It's like I don't know if it's like a hard drive, but it's some sort of key drive thing. I've seen some people have those. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, in that space, I'm not very knowledgeable.
Shows what I draw.
Yeah.
Ryan joined. Awesome on X. Robert Ford joined. Woo! Awesome. Good to see y'all joining in the fun. So awesome. So do you have any plans for the new year? Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Probably just, I think, not anything specific, but just just kind of trying to think about just shaking it up a little bit, working out if I can, and just changing up some things, but nothing major. I mean, I haven't completely thought about it. I don't usually have where I'm specifically going to do X, but sometimes it'll be more of like a game plan. Like, hey, here's maybe some things I'm going to try to achieve. I haven't narrowed it down yet. So
say you're not going to do X. Is that?
Oh no, not like that. I mean, like as an example, like A, B, or C kind of thing. But yeah, I can see what you're going with that. But yeah, but no, kind of organize and stuff. And how I'm gonna kind of go for it. But it's not set in stone or anything like that. So probably by the end of the year, I'll have it already. What about you?
Yeah, I am getting married next year.
Ooh,
yeah,
so surreal,
I'm excited
man.
about it. I'm happy and in love, and I'm not. Thank you. So I've got that I'm looking forward to, and this was an interesting year. The year before, 2022, was interesting because it was a year where I said, you know what, I'm going to make this year about me, and knowing full well exactly a year later was going to be the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was planning for the Kickstarter, but I was living the year to kind of like my best life. I was working out, I was eating healthier, and I was doing what needed to be done, but not stressing about anything.
Yeah, giving yourself some time.
And it was such a fun year where I feel like I was super productive, no question, but I was putting myself first, and it was on my time. Yeah. And I was doing all the things, but just making sure I was living a life where I wasn't afraid to say no, and I wasn't afraid to say yes.
That's good.
Building up to this year, which right at the beginning of January was ALADDIN 3477 and the Kickstarter, everything was like landed on the perfect note, but then it was like night and day, the Kickstarter and and then there was no time. I thought for sure I was going to continue. There was no time to work out because, dude, I needed that extra hour, 2 hours a day. And then there were things like, oh my gosh, I got to have this done because this video releases tomorrow. So then it was like, gosh, I'm so tired though. Dude, if I run to 7-Eleven really quick and get a bag of combos and a supersized Slurpee and a bag of Ho-Hos, dude, I'll go the whole night through, you know? Yeah. So kind of let myself go a little bit. And then as soon as the Kickstarter was done, then it was a race to crap. I need to get the first swag box and and then this and that. And then like, oh my gosh, I need to do research because I need to start hitting all the promo packages. And then I did that for a bunch of months and the second swag box. And then, oh my gosh, I'm going to LA soon. So I got to have all ready. And then the third swag box. Oh my gosh, people have to get them before Christmas now. So I'm at a point now where like, okay, I know that the fourth swag box, I've been saying this, is probably not going to come out on schedule 3 months from now. We know this, right? So I'm going to continue to be productive. But after this rush to try to get everyone everything for Christmas, I really enjoyed 2022. I'm going to go back to that next year. And I'm going to start putting myself first. I'm still going to be productive as all get up, but living my best life and doing what I want to do and not being afraid to say no. And also not being afraid to say yes, but putting myself first. Things are going to happen. Things are going to move forward. And as much as I'm sure people are happy to get these before Christmas, if they didn't come out for Christmas and people got these a week or two later, I don't think it's going to go down in history like, hey, how you doing? How you been? You having a good time? You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually really upset. I'm kind of down because, Matt Bush kept saying that this swag box that I supported his Kickstarter, and he kept saying that the third one was going to come out before Christmas, and dude, it came out like mid-January. I didn't even get the Fidgies.
But didn't you see Aunt Mildred? I don't care about her. I'm sorry about the swag box.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, and I think sometimes I play these games in my head that I'm just like, it's time for me to. It's not that I want to slow down. I just I need to put myself first, and I need to enjoy I always do that. I always kind of. I forget to smell the roses, and I forget to make me time and to do it on my terms. So, having had 1 year, and not that I regret. Last year has been crazy, amazing with ALADDIN. There's a movie trailer now, and over 2.1 million. How many people have seen it? Like 2.1 million or something. It's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful on so many levels. The movie's coming out. We have a producer rep that we have signed with. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many cool things to look forward to. And I need to like enjoy and just like, oh my gosh.
Sip that eggnog.
That's right.
Sip that eggnog, dog.
2024. Oh my gosh. So much to look forward to. So that's kind of my New Year's resolution is to move forward with everything cool that happened in 2023. I need to get back to 2022 because that was like this really cool year where I feel like I just had this mojo for myself that was, I need to get back to that and not be so crazy. Like, dude, my sleep schedule this year, like, oh my gosh, so many nights that I either didn't get sleep or I got 2 hours sleep. And then I would try to go to sleep. I'd be wide awake because I'd be so excited about so much going on. And I feel like I just need to get back to like, I don't know.
Well, once the boxes and all that, once those are getting out too, and so it's like little things coming off to allow you to have more of that time too. So that'll be good.
Dave Todd has the information on Bitcoin here. 1 Bitcoin is 40,000. It was at 16,000 earlier in the year, as they explained. You can buy partial. Nice.
You never thought you'd get that in a Brej episode?
Yeah. Learn something new. Learn something new each day. Dave Todd knows that I think Dave Todd plays the stock market and stuff like that.
He's a tycoon.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've chatted with him about it, and it's all way over my head.
You should make Brej coin.
Oh my gosh. It's a combination of Bitcoin and Dogecoin. It's called Brej coin. Oh my gosh, that's great.
That sounds like a canon thing in the movie that he would do.
Brej coin.
Actually, there is.
And it
you know
instantly devalues the moment it hits the market.
You know what's crazy? There is something in the first movie that revolves around a coin. There is a specific prop. There's a specific thing in the movie.
Like that's your side
has to do
hustle
with the
when you're not
coin.
hanging out with the lad.
I feel like all of
Brej coin getting off the ground.
I feel like all of Brej's side hustles, the best they ever do is break even. Like maybe like 1 out of 15 maybe goes above the break even point to keep him in the game. But like anything he touches, I just feel like it's like it starts off great and then it just goes off the hinges.
Brej coin sounds
like Brej coin. People are buying it. It's actually going well, but then somehow it's like Brej figures out a way to like screw it up, you know?
Here's a comic story.
There you go. The misadventures of Brej.
So I want to show you guys real quick some other stuff in here. I think we can get the camera over there. I want to show how some of this is kind of put together. Take you guys on a little tour. Hanging out on this Sunday night in our PJs. Here's some of the boxes. There's more that that I need to fold, but these are kind of these are the large boxes, but there's also extra large. Some people like not only got the full set of Fidgies, they actually ordered an additional set of Fidgies, which is awesome. There's kind of the medium-sized box here. There's the small boxes here. And then here, these are boxes that are going out soon. So these are, and I've already been to the post office a bunch of times, and every time I go, I have to carry in like this big plastic thing. I set them down, they start ringing them up. I have to go back to the car, load up more, bring them back. I have to keep going back and forth. So they know me very well. They call me by name. Also, when I walk in, a lot of the people that work there scatter. They don't want to be.
That's like the guy with the boxes
with all the stuff. Here are the hats. So there's a couple boxes here with hats. These are international ones that are going out. These are some of the flat rim. These are slouchy beanies. These are a bunch of dad hats. Ooh. And then over here, these are not even all of the Fidgies. These are just some. And most of you are getting random Fidgies, but if you're getting complete sets, these are standard Fidgies in here. These are the Red Star Fidgies here. These are the Kong Cheyenne Fidgies here. All the boxes are the same. They're blind boxes. These are the inverse Fidgies here. These are the Ninja Fidgies here, hiding inside. And then everyone wants to know what is inside.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
And I want you guys to find out. I want to see what I want you guys to post when you know what the mystery Fidgy is, and I want to see if you know what it is, and I want to see if you know what makes it special. The mystery Fidgies. You guys will be getting them soon. Some of you might be getting them in the mail tomorrow, depending on how long, depending on how far away you live from here, and depending on when I sent it. I sent a bunch on Friday. On Friday, I sent out to all of the executive producers and Aladdin's Inner Circle. And then on Saturday, I sent to the Sky Sail Sky Club. And then tomorrow, I will be sending out to not all of the Lochan's Loot, the regular versions, but the early birds, I'll be getting a bunch of those out. Not quite all the early birds just yet, I don't think. And then, of course, there's Fidgy's Fine left over. And then there's a bunch of you that have ordered just a couple a la carte things, so you'll be getting your stuff soon as well. Again, hopefully you guys will be getting all of this before Christmas. If you do not live in the country, depending on customs and everything else, it might be after the holiday. I'm so sorry about that, but that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the Brej bakes. That's the Brej wedgie. Anyway, so my gosh, so Santa's little helper, are you ready
I am.
to help me put some stuff together?
Let's pack them up, Sandy.
All right,
Burn them cookies.
let's do this. All right. So first thing that I need here, I'll check Santa's list for what I need. Santa puts on his glasses for this.
Ooh. See who's naughty and nice.
All right, let's see here. Oh, it needs my face. Okay, so first up, I need. All right, I am going to need a flat brim
Brim. Okay.
and a large box.
Large box.
And I am going to need a standard and an inverse.
But we don't have like Christmas music in the background as he does this.
Oh my gosh, I wonder. Wait, hold on. Oh,
Or like any kind of YouTube playlist.
My ears, just saying, they're a little bit longer than your north Elven ears. They're a little more. I don't know.
I need a large, which is the other box.
Oh, that's the other one.
And here, you can take this one.
Not the best elf in the
Not the best elf on the shelf.
yeah.
Do you do elf on the shelf?
We do.
How does that work? Do you really hide it every night and put it in a different place?
Well, they do silly stuff every.
Oh yeah, don't.
day.
It's not you. It's the elf that right.
Well, yeah, not us. I'm just saying them. Sorry, I got my stuff situated. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, they leave at night, see Santa, they come back, and they get into some mischief.
So again, everyone gets the card. This is not one of the reward items. This is just an extra little ditty that you guys get.
I've never understood elf.
They come alive. They are alive. They just can't.
I just see a lot of memes about people like Anakin on the mannequin.
Trading card.
Yeah.
Anakin on the
Yeah,
mannequin.
they'll just find something and they'll like Photoshop it on something else that rhymes with the source.
This is the red star patch. Two Fidgies.
Don't fail you on the next box. Or will I? That's so delicate. Whenever I see him wrapping posters, or his fingers just become pianist fingers, and he just really.
You know what? I just imagine if I was sending this to myself, how would I do it? I would want everything nice and neat. Some people just like throw stuff in, and
Yeah.
and
You're sending a package out to backers. You don't work at the airport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Brej, can you get me one of the lanyards?
I would do it. It's.
I think people want one that's still in the plastic, though.
Oh yeah. I thought they might want one that Matt touched.
Some people out there will.
All right, and then here's how you can help. First, you can put these away.
Okay.
Where those hats go, because I don't need them back here. That was just a show. This what should this bell? Every time a bell rings, Elf on the Shelf did something wrong.
Reggie gets his wings.
A Brej gets his wings.
Yeah.
We'll do that every time Brej does something right. Every time he does something good.
Yeah, because we want it to be the not as often.
Okay, so these first three, this is Fiji, Kong Chayam Trooper, Klepto King.
Okay.
So a lot of times I need one of each. So I need one of each.
Okay.
I could have just grabbed them. But... All right, go ahead. All right.
Did it right.
I'm going to mark this up. Mark it with a B.
Oh, that's actually how it goes too.
For baby and me.
You have more kids in the future?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm very happy with what I have. What about you, James?
Oh. Yeah, no,
You good for right now?
yeah, right now I'm good.
One day?
Hmm?
One day? You find the
there's
right
only
lady?
there's only one instance where I am 100% voluntarily on board with that, and it's already passed.
Okay, we will. We'll go to another topic.
I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll go to another topic, but
kids
that's
these
gonna.
days. No, I'm just kidding.
Can you imagine Brej having kids? They all be little Brej.
I think in the world there's probably a bunch on the HoloNet.
You know what though?
It's just coded. They're just coding.
Here's the thing
on the line
that I think is really cool.
because he's a hacker. He hacks.
If there were sequels and you had all the Aladdin characters, like what happens like in the future, and like let's follow like what they're doing. And I'm not going to get into spoiler territory, but if there's anyone where the story goes that would be amazing for them to have a kid, it would be Brej.
I could see that.
Because like, and you guys probably don't know what we're talking about, but it's like, imagine Aladdin with kids. All right. Imagine
They don't die.
Imagine, the princess with kids. Imagine the Djinn of Wisdom with kids. Imagine Shen with kids. Imagine the Noodle Master with kids. Like, okay, yeah. But imagine Brej with kids. Now, there is a story.
That's
because
an
it's
arc.
like, what? I feel like that would be a story to tell.
I would feel like it should just deviate completely and just be almost a Kill Bill style movie. It's just completely off kilter from what all the other movies are. Not to say that it's not like that. Very good.
All right, so Brej on a ledge, if you don't mind, could you place this
On the ledge.
on those piles right there? There's like a double stack of these.
Yep.
And then what we will need next is, let's see, I will lock this. Yeah. Anyone have any? Oh my gosh, from the past. Wait, hold on. We got some. So Dave Todd says Jaime doesn't like to make toys. Who's Jaime? Who's Jaime?
Jaime.
Is that
Oh,
Hermione?
the only Jaime I can think of is from Get Smart. Remember Jaime?
Oh yeah.
Which is probably not what he's talking about.
Dave Todd said Brej now looks like the dwarf that works for Fairy Godmother in Shrek 2.
Oh my God!
Whoa, that's amazing.
Great.
Oh my gosh,
It is me.
that's awesome.
That is
And then,
awesome.
dude, blast from the past, Kyle Kramer.
Kyle!
Skittles, Merry Christmas, guys. Kyle, what is
Merry
up?
Christmas, Kyle.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah.
I saw Kyle. Last I saw Kyle, actually, Cell Dweller had a dinner thing here in town, and I saw Kyle there. I'm trying to think. I might have seen him even more recently than that. Like maybe at like the horror film roulette or something. Kyle, when was the last time I ran into you?
And Kyle's awesome. Kyle's one of those guys where it's like, because we, it was like, I think it was like through Rick and the sound stuff, but like Kyle is just like so talented. Like stuff he does and the way his setups and rigs are, it's just like, there's certain people I'll sit down and just be like, yeah, so how do you do that? And how do you do this? And how do you do that? Because there's just so, just the stuff they do is so interesting.
Christmas movie, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's Jaime. The little guy from yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Herbie?
Oh, is
No.
that Herbie?
Herbie.
Is it from the claymation
bonus
ones?
points for Get Smart Jaime ref. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Elf that wanted to be a dentist.
Yeah.
That's Herbie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Herbie. Okay, let's see here. Next up is, we'll see if Kyle had so much fun at the Chop Shop. Very excited for Aladdin. Thank you.
Cool.
Kyle actually helped. He helped with some test footage. We drove all the way downtown. This is actually kind of out closer to where you live. If you keep going on 94,
Okay.
there's some areas that have the big factory things, and it looks like they're from the future. They look kind of cyberpunkish and stuff. You always see them from the freeway. So I was like, oh, we're going to go out there. And he had a drone, awesome, like 6 propeller drone.
Oh, nice.
Or he had a friend that had one, I think. And so we went out there to film. Well, you can't really tell this from the freeway, but as soon as we got closer, giant 15-foot fences with barbed wire on top. And so we were kind of like, I mean, obviously a drone can go right over that, but we also didn't want, like, it was so secure. We were pretty sure if the drone even thinks about going over that armed troopers will come in. It was a real expensive drone. So we kind of like, it was, we got some cool, it was really windy too. So the drone was, kind of a little all over the place, but I'm excited for you to see Aladdin. I can't wait. Thank you, Kyle. So good seeing you. So Ted says, all right, I'm heading to bed. If I don't see you all, have a wonderful holiday, and may you all have the Christmas fixings your heart desires. Thank you. Yeah, I won't be back next week. I'm going to hang out with, it's going to be Christmas Eve. So, yeah, it's family and stuff, So hopefully you guys have family and or friends that you'll be hanging out with next week. And then Dave Todd says, thanks, James. My bad. All right, next up is where am I on this list? Oh, here we go. Next up, I need I believe I already sent that. I need a large box, a classic baseball cap.
Is that Dad?
Yes, dad hat. And then give me a Red Star and a Kong Chayam.
I should make this an app game called Brej on the Ledge, and he puts together Aladdin orders. It's an app.
So explain to me how Brej on the Ledge, what happens at the end of it? Like, so each morning, the kids in the household have to find where the elf has moved to. Is there like candy or something involved?
I think people do different things. There's a lot of different stuff. Like sometimes they come back and they'll wrap your shoes up in cellophane and say, "Hey, why?"
So they play pranks.
Yeah, ours do pranks on us, or they'll be like, "Hey." Like they put toilet paper all around a little tree and say, "Hey, get your ornaments on this tree," like stuff like that. Today ours.
When did this start?
I don't know. This started.
Like, everyone does it. Like when I was a kid, this was not a thing.
It wasn't a thing when I was a kid either. But it's fun.
Yeah,
you get to name them. We had one, and then maybe four years later, another one joined the house. So the first one was Ashley Peppermint. My daughter named these. So Ashley Peppermint, and then the next one was Nicholas Gumdrop.
I'm always going to name mine Brej on the Ledge.
Yeah. But I do think we need to talk about this app where it's a game where Brej puts together swag boxes, and when he gets it right, he gets points and a bell. But if he gets it wrong, he gets like electrocuted or something. I guess it's like, and you just see his bones, and then he goes to back having to do it the right way.
What exactly is electrocuting him?
It would be Matt. It would be Matt dressed as Santa with an electric prod.
I need an enamel pin, and I need the pin when you toss it in the box. I need the pins up so they're not scraping the hat. Yeah. So I just mean you just put it in as opposed to this, so that's not rubbing again. It's just like that.
Okay. Then what else do you need?
A lanyard.
Okay.
And then I need Fiji, Kong Chayam, and Klepto King. Yeah. There you go.
I don't get a bell for bringing the bell because I keep doing it wrong. Too heavy fingered on it.
It's a vintage bell, so it's a little tricky.
Just gotta flick it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me fill this out. Dude, that rap you did earlier was impressive.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
It was just goofy. It's like sing to my daughter and stuff like that. Like she's getting to that age where it's annoying, probably.
Does she ever appreciate your raps? And did she ever
she
say
laughs.
like that was good?
She'll
That's
usually
good.
just laugh because they're usually
Okay.
goofy. Like
Okay.
I'm that person that's like I'm in the morning. I have a pit bull. I'll sing songs to him. He kind of doesn't pay any attention to it, but he gets his own songs in the morning.
Now, do you sing songs or is it usually raps?
It's like a combo. I can't sing, so it'll just be like goofy voice.
Okay.
Like telling the dog what he's doing at the moment. Hey, Diablo's laying on the bed. We pet his head.
Oh,
Yeah, here's some bread. No, I don't give him bread. Hey,
you can give dogs bread.
I don't give him bread. I'm
Okay.
just saying he gets.
You don't want to give them grapes, and you don't want to give them
You
chocolate.
You don't want to give him a heartbreak either. Because of the dog. I love that dog.
So tell me about those ears.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
Where did I get these? I think I got them at some. There was like some discount store. I just saw them and said, "Hey, these are cheap. Probably wear them sometime. Maybe unboxing or boxing things." I bought them.
Perfect.
Then I put them on. I'm like, man, these are long. They're kind of long, right? Like,
but because they're exaggerated, it really looks like
these are like
what was the
evil
elf that
elf
they said
ears.
again?
Huh?
The elf from Shrek. It
Yes.
really does look like that.
But then there's like my daughter has some that she got at Frankenmuth, and they're a little bit smaller. They're almost like Spock ears in a way. I think those are a little bit more like what you would see, like more commonplace. Mine are more like
You look like you're going off to fight the Urukai.
yes, exactly. I'm fighting the boots of solitude and gonna battle the dragon. I guess I don't know.
Picturing Helm's Deep decked out for the holidays. It was just like
Just
string lights all the way.
Yeah.
Saruman just chose to invade like during the holiday. It's like, yeah, they won't see it coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is definitely very fantasy battle ears.
My fiance, I think, has very elven qualities.
She's got very Keebler qualities.
She does not have pointy ears. She doesn't have big ears. They're very tiny, but she's just got these
Like a
cute
Galadriel. like,
yeah,
look to
she's
her.
got this cute button nose. She's got like really, really round cheeks, giant smile.
Cookie elf.
Good, like her eyes when she smiles they're so pretty. But it is like very Keebler, and I'm dying to see. Oh my gosh, I should get her elf ears to put on because I feel like that
A little jingle hat.
that is something that needs to.
I would go with
that have-
smaller
that needs
ears.
to
Though. These
happen.
are a little bit. You could poke somebody's eye out with this thing.
She may have put on pointy ears once. She was Peter Pan one year for Halloween.
I can see that.
Anywho, so lots going on in the future. Oh, you know what? We still got some people watching. You know what? I'm going to wrap this up and then we're going to go through. I didn't put together a new slideshow, but since you guys were kind enough to watch us put together a couple of these, Brej on the ledge, you mind putting that on the docket? Real quick, we'll go through. I think a lot of this stuff we've already talked about, but we'll just go through the visual slideshow from last time, and let's just take a look and kind of recap on some of the things that we chatted about. So thank you videos. Those are continuing to go up on the Aladdin 3477 YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all the draw this in your style. Someone sent me a letter who sometimes is on here, but she hasn't said hello. So I'll save this, but someone drew little Fidgy on the back of a Christmas card that they sent. So I'll have to call that out
That's awesome.
next time. So please draw this in your style. Can't wait. I showed last time the Brittany Oringer. Have you seen this? You've seen this, right?
Yeah,
You've seen this?
Yeah, where you did it in like the phases and what do we do next? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And the fuzzy hat, man, it's just so fun.
Is that
drawing
fun
all
when you're doing art and textures and stuff? Are there certain textures you enjoy doing, or that's not like really something that like you as an artist like or dislike? It's just something that comes
Normally I probably wouldn't be into it, and sometimes like there's textures and sequins. It's like, oh my god, I gotta do all of it. But if it's something I'm really into, and in this case, anything Aladdin 3477, I'm into it because I want every inch of it to be really cool. So even Princess Kamala and all of her, the all the stuff and everything, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of focus and detail and all the things. But every inch that you put into it just makes it look better. And so I really do enjoy it.
I like the sway of the chain.
Yeah. I like the sway too.
He's kind of moving in a
he's
certain direction.
it's like motion a little bit. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen some of the awesome. Megan has said she's doing a new cosplay of a new character, and I don't want to say who yet, but so cool. And here she is. This I thought was amazing because her friend here is Frankenstein Girls Seem Strangely Sexy, which is from Mindless Self-Indulgence, one of my favorite bands. So, which is crazy because the craziness of Mindless Self-Indulgence was maybe part of the inspiration for Brej, because it's just like this punk rock, just craziness.
Yeah.
And I feel like Brej is the epitome of mindless self-indulgence.
Yeah.
So like seeing these two together when I saw this was like, it was like two worlds, like the same worlds collide, my worlds or Brej's worlds
like
colliding.
Inspirational like ideas for a character, and you're actually seeing them
like art imitates life, or is it life imitating art? So that kind of blew my mind. So all these videos, there's all kinds of new videos, obviously signing posters and stuff. New videos to check out on the YouTubes. And there's been a lot of new ones since. Next year, this is another thing kind of for the New Year's resolutions and everything. Next year needs to be a year to celebrate because it is my 30th anniversary doing official Star Wars work. And it's crazy that I got my first official gig when I was 2 years old. And now I'm 32, so it's my 30th anniversary.
You were 2 years old?
I was 2 years old when I did my first official work.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You played Anakin? You were Annie?
Yeah, I was the baby. I was baby Annie. Love that Brej. The Rebiter G is awesome.
Thanks, Mom.
What's the Rebiter G?
I should probably have corrected it in the next one. The red.
Oh, it might be
the didgeridoo.
Oh, it was probably something over here. There was probably something that was a Rebiter G. So I'm getting married. Woo-hoo!
Yay! Woo!
That's the case in the place. Look at those cheeks. It's elvish, right? Kind of. Do you see the elf on the shelf?
I could see that. I could see that.
But I feel like if I got the ears pointing out of the hair, it would be
that'd be cool.
That would seal the deal. Rendering is what she put. Rendering. I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Aladdin 3477. Here is the scoop. So the backer kit right now putting out the new swag boxes just in time for Christmas. There are just a couple Fiji patches left.
Get them all.
For those of you interested, there are just a couple of the bandanas left. Here's my buddy Tracy Wayne Surgeoner rocking the Aladdin 3477 bandana. Fiji
pens look awesome.
Fiji magnets. Why did I put that on here? Oh, maybe because they were just added to the store. The pens, there are just a couple left. They are going quick. They were sold out, and then I had more, and then those are selling out quick.
Glad people like them.
Yeah,
the pen is mightier than the sword.
It is.
The pen is mightier than the sword, Junior.
And it lights up. The Fiji stickers are now in the store. Obviously, I want to see where you guys are putting the sticker sheet stickers. All the shirts are sold out. All of them. You guys, you snooze, you lose, gone. Which is great. There will be new shirts way down the road, like not even soon, but down the road. I may do reprints of these, but if I do, I'm going to do different colors. That way people will know if you have one of the originals, people will be like, oh, that was one of the original. You got, oh my gosh, the original orange Aladdin. Like, oh, so it'll be cool. Like, you know, with color shifts with some of these shirts. Obviously, the backer kit is where to go. And then the hats. The hats, the flat brim, do not come with the stickers on them, but to be honest, with all of the bling and the embroidery, you don't also want that sticker on there. And I think we're at the point where you should probably take the sticker off. Most people are taking the stickers off.
Yeah,
Be that.
I was one because back in the day, I was in this person, but back in like the early '90s, remember it was like actually people would keep the tags. People would actually keep like the legit like tag that you bought it with and wear them
Keep
like
it
that.
popping fresh.
People are doing that with their shoes now, keeping the tags on shoes.
Gotta
You
return
have to
them.
have that drip, but now they make little stick-on resin drips of honey to stick in the brim of the hat
Really?
because it's that much extra drip. I'm like,
That's
I'm
a lot
not
of-
going to pay for that.
It's drippy.
So obviously we showed you the actual hats. Very happy with them. They look super rad. Obviously the textures are different on the which I tried to be clear about in the Kickstarter and everything, that it's black and it's got the cool like pixel textures instead of the lines. But you want that anyway, because if it's the stretchy lines and we were talking about the embroidery, it just, those areas don't stretch, but everywhere else does, and then it just looks funky where it's stretching in certain parts but not others. It gets a little weird. So that is kind of eliminated with the kind of hat that it is. This is just showing that they actually put it on the pieces of the hat and then they assemble the hat.
That's cool to see.
Which is wild. Here I just wanted to show that the this is the figure, the Kong Chayam Trooper, and it's also the Fiji figure is inspired on that. So this is something I definitely want to call out. You guys have been so awesome with the first swag box in particular, sharing images. Some of you have been sharing unboxing videos and stuff, which is awesome. I want to see with the new swag box 3, I want to see you guys unboxing, opening the Fijis and everything, having a lot of fun with that. By the way, there is something that I want to mention, and that is when you guys get your Fijis, sometimes what these are made out of, this is called soft PVC. So it's not rubber. Yeah, of course. It's called soft PVC.
I like how
it's
feels.
kind of feel how it's like.
Ooh.
It's nice and heavy.
Well, I kind of like you can kind of gives a little too. I like that. Ooh.
So sometimes what happens in the packaging, the foil packaging, sometimes you might pull one of these out and like the arm might be pushed in like that or something.
Okay.
Very quickly it'll spring back to how it goes, and a lot of times if you just sit it down, it'll just spring back to how it is anyway. If it's still pushed in slightly, all you have to do is take something like a paintbrush or something like this, and if you just kind of wedge that in there like so for just a couple hours, it'll get there quicker, and you can kind of get it back to shape, and then you just take that out, and then it doesn't have like an arm pushed in like that or whatever. So you might need to do that. Just so you know, but it'll go back to I know the button and everything. It's got all the little and I feel that.
No,
Isn't that cool?
It feels really good. It's got like an appealing feel because it does have some give, which I like a lot.
But it's thick.
Yeah,
it's got a good girth to it.
Girthy.
So anyway, so I want to see your photos. I want to see
There's the drip.
your swag photos.
It's like a little drip of resin drip you get to stick on your hat.
Oh,
And I was like, are you
I've
kidding
seen
me?
people with that.
It's like an actual.
It's a honey drip.
Yeah, it's a little honey drip, and I just could not believe people were
We're doing that.
Is that because it's sweet?
dripping with game, man.
There you go. So we talked about maybe we didn't talk about this yet. We didn't. Okay. So there is slight news since Thanksgiving. And that is that Aladdin 3477 was submitted to the Sundance Film Festival. As expected, we did not get in. But I'll have you know, this year was a brand new, they broke the record big time. Do you know how many submissions they got? People turning in films for Sundance this year?
A lot.
17,435.
That's crazy.
So if we didn't submit, there still would have been 17,434.
And how many get in?
3477.
Well, there are only 10 feature films that get in, but then there's also 10 documentaries, there's 10 shorts, and then there's 10 like multimedia. So they've got a couple different things, but for feature films, there's only 10 that get in.
It's like 40 out of like 6,000.
That's a lot of submissions.
It is. It's cray. And
so I guess my side project didn't get in. Brej in the shed.
Brej in the shed. Brej on a ledge.
Yeah.
So anyway, so as expected, we did not get in, and you know, I would have submitted to South by Southwest was my number 2, but you can't do. They're both exclusive, so you can't submit to South by Southwest if you're also submitting to Sundance. And if you don't get into Sundance, you can of course then submit to South by Southwest, but the cutoff date for South by Southwest was in November. You don't find out about Sundance until December 4th.
Gotcha.
So as soon as I found out, I can do South by Southwest now. Sure, next year, and then I'll find, or the deadline next year is November. So it would actually be not for it would be for 2025 in April of 2025. Dude, let's get the show on the road. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, if you can get into one of the big film festivals, the smaller film festivals don't really help your film at all. Sure, you can get into Sundance, it's going to help. But if not one of those top 5 festivals, it's not really gonna help. At the end of the day, it's if the distributors like the film and think it's marketable. And there are films that get into Sundance that can't even get a distribution deal.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because even if they get in, distributors are asking, like, that's great, you got into Sundance. Can we actually sell this and make money off it? Like, it's a neat art film. Why would people buy this? Why would people even rent this? I mean, other than it played at Sundance. Like, so that's the kind of thing where, in a way, our film is not really a Sundance kind of film, but is our film marketable? Would people actually rent this film and check it out? So I would say, yes, it is.
I would too.
So I would rather have it if I could only choose one of the two.
Yeah,
I would choose the other side anyway. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. So this is just me on Sanando. James is on Sanando.
Hey,
and there is James right there. We went to LA. We had so much fun. And there's Cam. Cam was there
that's
at
so
the same
cool.
time. So
he was going to be there.
We had a lot of fun, and we went to Orbital Studios, which is this big effects house where they shoot things on these giant screens and stuff.
Cool.
There's a video coming out soon.
Best tequila ever tasted.
For that. I would say me too. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was tequila. You told me that was water, and I would have died.
And here's James and I checking out Paramount Pictures. We checked out some of the props there and stuff. This is new films coming out next year, according to the film catalog, which is part of or associated with the American film market. And it was just kind of cool looking because there's like hundreds of films coming out next year. But because our film is called ALADDIN 3477, look at that. We're almost at the top. Boom. So it pays to have a film that starts with the letter A. This is just more information I was talking about. Here we are at the American film market. Here I am signing on the dotted line.
That's his Illuminati contract.
With this is with our producer. It is the Illuminati. But, and then here is Glenn Reynolds. So it was great meeting him.
Good guy.
This is, and it's actually a longer list now. This might only be 20. Yeah, this is only 23 places. There's actually 28 places. And this is back when it just said reviewing. And so there are some places that have passed. Still a lot of places that are reviewing. And it's interesting. Can't wait to see where it goes. And then this was after the first couple weeks. You can see there's already a couple passes on there. And then since then, there actually are 2 more places that that we're submitting to. So it's nerve-wracking on one hand because I have no control over what's happening.
Right.
On the other hand, it is such a weight off my shoulders, and someone that does this for a living, someone that has sold almost 1,000 films.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like 900 something. Knows all these places, knows all the people that work there. So when he goes in and pitches them, he knows which people are just straight business and don't want to like, okay, what do you got? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then he knows which people he can walk in and be like, oh my gosh, the Lions, whoever thought, you know, oh my God, how are you, you know, how's Toby doing? And, is he still in baseball?
Still
and
eating
third
cheese.
grade,
Yep.
still eating cheese. So it's cool. It's nice that it's in the hands of someone that can get it to places. I absolutely tried, and I did my best. I got a couple more. Actually, these are new. I shared some with you guys last time, but here's some new ones just as an example. Here's one from Warner Brothers. There's the Warner Brothers logo right there, if you can see that. And the WB. Oh, this one was from, I sent stuff to New Line Cinema. Your material sent it, which is owned by Warner Brothers. Your material sent to the New Line Cinema, the content of which was examined only to the minimal extent required to determine its nature, but has been referred to me for response. This is a person, I can't remember if I actually sent it to this person or not. I don't think so. Anyway, they can't look at it, legal reasons and blah, 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 you know, whatever. It's unsolicited material. You know, it's a funny story, though, that I didn't share with you guys last time that I thought was hilarious. I sent a couple packages to Disney, not because I thought it was going to get on Disney Plus and they're going to like buy it, like this is going to be the new future of Aladdin. Who am I kidding, right? But I was sending them to Searchlight Pictures, which is independent films. They're actually owned by Disney. They're owned by the mouse. So I did send I did send a couple to Searchlight Pictures. Anyway, funny story. I sent two of them to Searchlight. I got a package back from Disney, and I shared the letter with you guys, but I forgot the funny story behind it. So they sent back all of the materials from both packages, one letter. We're not allowed to look at any of this. This is to protect us. This is to protect you. We're sending you back these materials. We have not looked at them at all. We don't know what the contents are. We automatically, anything sent to us, we can't look at it. We're sending it back to you. So I was like, oh, it was cool that they sent that. Here's the funny part. I forgot to share this story last time. The funny thing was they sent back all the contents from the two things I sent them. The crazy thing was the books, the official collector's edition, both of them I could tell were totally thumbed through.
Yeah.
So obviously they did look at them. The funniest part is the minifigs. I didn't send them all the minifigs, but I sent them a couple, like an Aladdin, Princess Kamala, maybe Hong Kong Trooper and stuff like that. But they're just in things like that. When they sent these back, they were already assembled. Here's the crazy part. When they sent me back the Aladdin figure, not only was it assembled, the tracking light was assembled the correct way. How would you know to do that? Because the tracking light, for example, is really just an upside down coffee mug. And these are just two clear pegs and a black peg. They're actually upside down because when you hold the coffee mug upside down, the only way to get them to go on is to turn them upside down also. And it looks just like his tracking light that he has in the movie.
That's definitely the Disney way. It's like, it's when you stay at the resorts, they'll make the towel in a Mickey for you. So even when they send you back your materials, they still give us that Disney touch.
Well, that not only did they open them and play with them and put them together,
We did not touch these at all.
they went online and said, how is this supposed to look? And like, oh my gosh. And maybe they were also checking to make sure, does this look too much like our, you know, where they somewhere here. Oh, does this look like, oh no, that looks that looks nothing.
So
yeah, that looks nothing like, gosh, the quality actually is a lot better than no. But anyway, but they had to go online to look at, oh, this is how, that's what that is. They were assembled. And then the Hong Kong Trooper, you wouldn't really know how the armor works unless you looked at, they assembled the Hong Kong Trooper flawlessly.
He's on the radar. They're watching you. Oh, better Understand you're late,
thought it
man.
was so funny that they sent it back like, we haven't looked at this. We're not, you know, this is to protect you and protect us. I feel like it should have had a PS. Had fun playing with the little minifigs. Those are really cool. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. All right. Official collector's edition. We counted, and I think James went through the book and he thought that he was only in the book 13 times. I was like, I think it's more than that. What was the final count?
Was it 20 something?
It was at least 20.
Yeah. It was crazy.
But you know, I had Eric went through it too, and we only came up with like not 20. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So there is a commentary for the book that you can watch for free. Coming soon also is the full audio book. That'll be coming soon. I actually wanted it to drop on Tuesday as like a Christmas gift, but because everyone's getting their swag boxes soon, on Tuesday I am going to be dropping a video on how to build Fidgy. You definitely want to check out this video. If you try assembling Fidgy without watching the video,
I'll be impressed.
There's no way anyone's going to get this right without watching the video. It's not that it's complicated, but there's some, and it's not tricky, but if you just don't know where the pieces go and how it works, it's not going to come out right.
Didn't you do that at the Rainbow?
We did it at the Rainbow, and it's kind of funny because I didn't think you'd be able to hear me because there's people hanging out and there's music playing and stuff. So at the beginning of the video, I say, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me, so I'm going to do this quiet without sound, and you just have to look at all the things I'm doing. So I go through the whole video and I show the pieces and do it all together. I watched the playback for oh my gosh, you can hear everything I'm saying perfectly, and you can actually hear like utensils, and you can hear me picking up a piece and
I'm
sliding
working on this piece.
Yeah.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah. So anyway, watch the video. You'll be able to tell. You'll definitely want to check out the video to see how to assemble your Fidgy in the mix. Oh, we do have something special in line with Christmas. Do you have another? I know it's kind of getting a little bit late. Do you have time for a little fun opening and looking at something cool?
Yeah, I want to see it.
So are you familiar with Brandon Sanderson?
I think he's another.
Are you good,
one.
James, too?
He's also doing a Kickstarter, but it's like a little bit of a higher bring-in, I think. I didn't see all the logistics of it because I've seen a few where you've gone
He
through
did a Kickstarter, too, but a little bit better than yours.
No, I'm saying I think
he did a Kickstarter, too, but isn't that the one that got... Like yours only got 65,000, but didn't his get 40? Didn't his get 43.1 or 41.3?
Yeah,
million?
but it's one of the top ones, right?
It's by far the top Kickstarter ever. Anyway, what he did is he did what's called a Year of Sanderson. That was also this year. The Kickstarter was the year before.
Okay.
And then every month, either a new book came out. There's 4 books, and then the other 8 months are swag boxes. This is December. It's the final swag box. And guess what?
Matt's got it.
I have it here. Are you ready to check out the final swag box? Now, at first, these kind of seemed like they weren't that good, but I think they've gotten better. And I'm a little like the quality is so cool. But this is what $41.3 million gets you. Ooh. So it's custom printing on the inside and on the outside. I have not opened this yet. On the side of awesome.
Like the dragon scales on the side there.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know if this is meant to be like dragon skin, but doesn't it look like a dragon? Kind
of? I feel like it's got that vibe.
Like,
yeah.
Good. We might need this to tell us what the contents are. And this is, oh, look at this. Scan the code for a special message from Brandon. There should be a code that people can scan for a special message from Brej.
Yeah. It'll just be like really like help your self-esteem. Like you scan the codes like, hey, you're doing great today. Happy birthday whenever that happens.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Does this not fit the aesthetic of James?
Oh, totally.
And look at this. He can hold his feet up and they say on the side of awesome.
Num-nums.
Num-nums. James, these are for you. Also, James is the quintessential authority on
Pins, right?
enamel pins. And look at this, 2 of them.
Are you a pins guy?
Yeah.
Do you do pin trading? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And look at this.
I actually have like a board that's, I think, the size of the first 4 window panes over here, and it's still not big enough.
It's fun. That's cool.
I blame Celebration Orlando because that's when it started.
That's when it started. Because I remember that's the first time I knew that people did the pins thing was on that trip.
So these, the only downside of these is, dude, all that cash coming in and only a single backing.
All right, I'm going to tell you this right now. Just another thing that you need to take away from today.
Mm-hmm.
Your pins, you always need to have 2 pin posts on your pins.
I am learning.
Dude, what can you imagine if I made these? What kind of quality would that be?
Which is one.
If you had these and there was only one, and then you just, you put on a seatbelt and then you walk out and it's like turned halfway
Spin
sideways.
it all the way around, and the post can break off, and at that point you have to either solder it back on.
You know your pins, damn it.
It's
Sorry about the swear.
Anyway, this is kind of cool. This is, look, and it's hard to tell, but it looks like he's got like a cape that's got wispies on it.
I know all these pins so far have been characters in the
Awesome.
series, but at first I thought it said, I thought this person's name is Cosmere. They all say that. These are all characters.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is number 000, and it says Brandon. Is that Brandon Sanderson himself?
I don't know.
You know what? That is.
It looks like Oz.
That is number 000.
What if Oz is Brandon Sanderson?
Secretly?
Yeah.
I feel like we know this.
Stranger things have happened. What is this?
Ooh.
It's like
What's the theme of this
computer
box?
chip? I don't know. Oh, what does it say in here?
There are still stories to tell.
Wit?
It's definitely Oz.
It's definitely. Is it a journal?
Well, I don't know. I want to find out. I'm going to open it.
It's definitely.
Here.
Brej on a ledge. Open it without ruining it. Oh, here, I have one of these too, if this is easier.
That'd probably be easier. Just don't go across my wrist with it. Here we go. You have such a flicker of the wrist with these types of things. I'm too scared to ruin it. Guess like that. Yeah. Laid out. Just don't pull too hard because I'll catch myself.
Don't bring it towards yourself.
Yeah. There you go.
One of the first things you teach in your class, Matt.
Mm-hmm. It's nice, like foil.
Okay.
And on the inside,
It's blue.
it's bleu.
Sac bleu. Bleu. Long chills and case dough.
It's an actual book.
People involved. Long chills and case dough.
I wonder if, is it like a short story or something?
Of any story in my catalog while I wrote to the early 2000s during the same period as defending Islam and the way of King Prime, the first line is actually lifted from an essay I wrote way back in my undergraduate days. That's all you get.
I feel like I should have had, whoops.
Music?
No, I should have had, so we can actually see this stuff. Okay, so what is the Grandmaster? Does anyone, would anyone like a mini book, a mini short story book?
I'll let James, you can claim first. If not, I'll take it home.
Take that home, buddy.
Well, story time at the Rick household is going to get interesting.
Yeah, enough of
You
Phil
back
Stone
on the
books to read.
force, you're a lot eccentric, but you get the job done better than anyone. If it was the pay.
When you read it, you can say, this was written by my friend Oz.
Yeah. Oz, aka Wit.
Okay.
Okay.
So this, what is it? What's in the box?
Ooh.
Another book? Usually it's not books, but I guess if you're a fan of,
Wait. What's that? Smell it.
it's hard.
Taste
That's
it.
not supposed to be hard, is it?
Smell it.
Maybe it was damp out. I don't know.
Put it in my coffee. Wait, that's not sugar.
Look at this. There are still stories to tell. Oh, I wonder if you get to tell your own story. This is a night. It feels like it's pleather.
Little embossing right there.
On the inside, ooh, artwork. Welcome to my writing notebook.
Ooh.
Is it like you write, is it exercises? Story doesn't live until it's imagined in someone's mind. Wit. Oh my gosh, table of contents. You get to fill in your own table of contents.
Writer's notebook.
Oh, this explains.
And at the bottom here it says
Spoiler warning.
magical lights that acting as bits together make up a computer.
It's got story prompts on it.
Oh, and then
everything.
randomly, water reveals patterns in stone. What do those patterns show us? Nice.
I like it.
That's fun.
This is apparently a previously unpublished story from his earlier writing days.
Oh.
Nice.
You mean where he says, "We'll make this quick, Flatty," I said, closing the door.
This also has a little bookmark.
Yeah.
And does anyone like?
I am chock full on blank notebook.
I'll take a blank notebook.
There you go.
I have a story to
Story
tell.
prompts.
Yep.
Well, here, you know what you can do?
Yeah. Let's see if both of them fit.
Button, they won't both fit, but you can do this, and then you can do this.
I get the box.
And you get the QR code.
Oh yeah!
Like the cutie code.
Awesome.
Takes you like Brej's HollowNetHoneys.com or something like that.
Wow, that wraps up the year in Sanderson. Macomb class is starting in January. You want to hang out with me and draw and paint? We're in a new building now that doesn't have a moat in front of it like it looks like here. Still a couple executive producer screenings, hopefully happening soon. This is the Livestream Lounge. It's an official podcast on YouTube. I don't know what that means other than you can listen to it anytime and watch it anytime. Sunday nights, almost every Sunday night.
Unless I'm here.
Yeah, but we will not be here next Sunday because we are going to be celebrating the holidays with family and friends. Yo, hope you guys are too. Hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. And Brej, I think there's one more. I think we should do one more final. Are you too tired to break down one final beat for us?
Fidgy in the mix.
I make the NanoNet sick.
I could beatbox.
Santa Claus, and I'm here to say, Livestream Lounge ain't no other way. Hanging out with Matt and Brej, hanging out with James. What'll it be?
What will it be?
Having a good time, rocking this Christmas. Matt doesn't know what rhymes with Christmas.
Don't miss Christmas or you're a little.
Oh my gosh. All right. What is that? All right, what is that?
I don't know, but it seems like a good way to end it.
It's like kawaii.
It's like kawaii.
Yeah, it's like cute.
Oh my gosh. With that, thank you guys for hanging out with us in the lounge. Love and miss you guys.
Holidays.
Happy holiday. Happy holiday. All right, peace in the middle. Oh, wait, we got one more comment.
Uh-oh.
Epic. Thank you, Saint. All right, see you guys.